All right. And then I won't have my camera on.
That's okay.
Technically working right now.
They will know. It's okay.
There's gonna be the one guy in my office who's like, "Hey,
Hold on, I know that guy.
I know this guy.
I
He
know
should
that
be
guy, Gene.
working." Save screenshot. Oh, Mr. Bossman.
You know that
You should
promotion I
work
was
it
asking
soon.
about?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here. Oh, Lord, what am I doing?
Oh yeah. So you.
I have no bullets. What is this?
Yeah. You stopped right at the end of the cutscene, right?
Oh, here we are. Oh, I just got a light rifle. I don't remember.
I'll tell you where the terminal is. You're almost at it. You watch that
Oh, what's up,
cutscene with the
babe?
librarian, and she's like, "Hey, here's exposition dump on you."
Elevator,
Blech.
back of the chamber.
Yeah, it felt like it took a long time.
The Act Man did a review on this game, and he's like, literally, and he counted up all like the new points that they bring up in the cutscene. He's like, there's 18 new things that they introduce in this 4-minute cutscene. Like, there's just so much going on. Especially for someone who hasn't like read any of the supplemental literature. It's just overwhelming.
Miss.
Just lob it above his head. Make him fear that you could do it for real next time.
Yeah, I'll know. I'll know.
You're only alive because I allow it. Is my TV coming through?
I didn't hear anything.
Cool. So I've got ABC News playing in the background.
ABC News.
ABC. It's easy as one.
I heard that they just only do stuff for the Democrats.
Well, sounds like turn right.
That was a face. That was a Facebook thing. So I was like, can you explain to me why this? And I like put it like something to ABC. I'm like, ABC's pretty balanced, right? And they're like, no, and they had like 15 reasons why ABC was terrible. I'm like, yeah, I guess we're just not gonna talk.
The humans'
Yeah,
actions threaten
like
the galaxy.
it's pretty well
Yet we
known
have
that
treated them as the
ABC's
mantle
like
required.
basically
Their
in the middle,
punishment
maybe a
is just.
smidge to the
Justice
left.
is reducing their
But they're
genetics in such
basically
short
pretty,
generations from a spacefaring
neutral.
race to
Like pure
This-
neutral is like what?
They are
PBS.
closer now to the animals.
No,
than we
pure
dance.
neutral. That'd be.
if not for the
Or,
encounter
well, the
with
thing is,
Fish,
nobody would agree.
their gene plan could have surpassed
Probably, yeah.
our
I
own.
would say that's pretty
They
neutral, and
could
then
have
people were like,
someday
no
held the
way.
mantle of
They
responsibility.
said universal healthcare might help
The
people get
humans
healthcare.
were not meant to protect others. The
So
mantle of
You have to be
responsibility
against
for
it
all things
in order to not
is
be
ours, and ours alone.
democratic or liberal or whatever it is.
I think it's like a lot of people
Mental
believe
is
themselves to be centrist, even no matter where they are.
That's so tight. That even in death
Hmm,
we shall hold
Good
it.
point. They don't know how to check their own bias. But yeah. See, this stuff's cool. Like, put this in the story. Like, it'd be
Yeah.
neat to like play this. Like rather than me play
Oh,
as
we're done.
Sergeant Locke in Halo 5.
I need to put my
Um,
subtitles on so people can actually like read it instead of.
listen to us talk about ABC News.
Yeah, like dang it, I wanted to pay attention to that. Where is that?
It'd be cool. Like instead of playing with Sergeant Locke in like Halo 5, like your Halo 4 Master Chief on Requiem, and then you're doing like backstory as like the what's the bad guy's name in this? Fucking
Didact?
Didac, yeah, or a
Chief, what
Forerunner
happened?
or something,
Your bio readings are all over the map.
It's a long story.
and
but I know what the
experiencing like
Didacts
their
after.
point of
I know
view
that
of
part.
why they're
The
being
librarian
shitheads
filled me in
now.
when she
Like,
snatched me from the system.
I don't know. This
But what I
is
don't
spitballing.
know is what she did to you.
Surely this went through a table read and a bunch of people approved these storylines.
A bunch of people are like, I don't know anything about Halo. Does it sound right to you, Jerry? You played Halo once. I don't know. It seems okay.
Fucking Jerry, he's just filled with hot air.
And then, one guy's read all the books, is an absolute expert. It's like, yeah, everyone knows that. Oh, I'm just here. Yo, give me this.
117 to infinity. What's our status?
Tanks. Everybody loves tanks.
Does infinity have a shot on the gravity well?
Oh, that looks cool.
See, I like the scale is neat. Like they do scale exceptionally well in this game.
I'm just missing everything. Look at that elite just hanging out. What are you doing? Dodge or something.
He'll take you on his last stand.
Ah! I didn't know. Oh, that was close. Come on. Oh, it's a grunt. Just show up and order Master Chief around like that. Oh, hold on. I meant to put my microphone lower. I noticed I was getting a lot of nose air noises. Oh my god! Ahem.
Tanks. Tanks, tanks, tanks.
This thing sucks.
Having a hard time rolling over things.
It really is like they couldn't design competent levels, so they just filled it with. They're like, how about 3 wraiths? Is that fun? It's hard. Oh, 4 wraiths. Excuse me.
4 wraiths in a hallway.
And they're worthless. Not even scary. He just stands there.
This is on heroic. Like normal's too easy. But legendary is like too challenging to be like fun for like
Die.
a normal playthrough. I don't know how many hits it does. I like how it just explodes into 4 little pieces.
Shield's weakening. Keep it up.
Well, yeah, attack me. Oh no, they're here.
They were planning for that. Weird checkpoint.
the most fearsome enemies in the universe. Get my barrel all the way in here.
Shield's weakening. Keep it up.
Hold on, reloading. Stand still, please.
There's a clearing just past this ravine. We can get eyes on the gravity well up there.
We're gonna ramp. God damn it.
There's a clearing just past this ravine. We can get eyes on the gravity well up there.
Oh no, can I get over this? Surely it's a tank. We'll make right over. Oh yeah, it's gone. No trouble.
Infinity, we're at the gravity well.
Paint that damn target so we can get out of here.
You heard him, Chief. Line up the shot.
Got it.
I tried
That
to
was
miss.
totally worth control.
I tried to miss. I was full right. You see,
Get the player's total control.
you see my tank suicide?
It was
Infinity cannot handle that kind of punch.
a
again.
noble.
This isn't about us or this ship anymore.
Sir, we've seen what the Didact is
I
capable
want I want one of these guys to be like, "Will someone turn her off?"
Humanity will be at risk.
Look, I understand what you think you saw.
Think?
Look
With
at
all
my
due
spine.
respect, sir, I know what I saw.
And with all due respect to you, soldier, I'm not willing to jeopardize my ship because of the hallucinations of an aging Spartan and his malfunctioning AI.
Sir, what if he's right?
You know, this dude's never ever heard of
Yeah?
like washing his face.
As soon as we know we're airtight, I want a course laid into Caranay
Pretty
Station.
oily.
Come.
Look at that
propel warning
nose.
beacon.
Looks like he got hit with buckshot.
Not allow you to leave this planet!
Cortana,
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that.
Commander Lasky. Pursuant to Article 55 of UNSC Regulation 12-14572, I'm ordering you to remove that AI's data chip and retire it for final dispensation.
I don't want to. You don't want me to.
Remove
Please.
the chip now, Commander.
Please.
Lasky, we will murder you.
You really will, though.
Give me that chip.
He's
the
hungry.
Didact has to be stopped. If you won't do that, I will.
152307.
I'm ordering you to surrender that AI!
No, sir.
I think they really thought this was going to be a really powerful moment.
Arrest that man!
Captain!
Arrest him!
Captain!
Get word to Earth that trouble is coming. Cortana and I will do what we can back here.
Yeah, Lasky. What are you gonna do though if Master Chief's like, you know what? Fuck you.
I can give you over 40,000 reasons why I know that sun isn't real. I know it because the emitter's Rayleigh effect is disproportionate to its suggested size. I know it because its stellar cycle is more symmetrical than that of an actual star. But for all that, I'll never actually know if it looks real, if it feels real. Before this is all over, promise me you'll figure out which one of us is the machine.
Master Chief ain't so good with metaphors.
Yes.
So what's your plan?
He's like, I don't know,
Force.
shit.
Infinity's tracked the Didax vessel to a dock.
He's like, I'm not really sure what an AI is.
You know, I sent
Like
down
the
your
one
motors to
thing the
prevent you.
fucking player could like
In case
kind
you'd
of
already gone, I took the
figure
precaution
out
to
on
order
their
a
own. They're
Pelican.
just like, which
Outfitted
one's
for
really
full
the
combat
machine?
No, he obeys orders. She obeys
Ham
orders.
That
fist.
Forerunner.
Well,
Or whatever he is, Chief.
Well, because it could have been cool if it
Maybe
was
not.
like first third of the game, and you know,
And Chief,
superiors are giving Chief
good luck.
questionable orders. He's like, "Yep, robot. Yep, got it, doing it. No questions asked."
and she's like, "What are you
And
doing?
then-
Have you even thought about it, Chief?" And it'd be like,
Or not even that.
You're
Just like the
failing.
Take a
Or just
car
like the
for a ride.
the Cortana stuff's happening, but he's not noticing it. And then like this could be the turning point where she freaks out, and he's like, "Oh, something's wrong." And then superiors are like, "Yep, pull the plug on her." He's like, "Wait, I don't know about this now. Now I feel
The
conflicted."
Didac used this composer to create the
but they
Prometheans
just,
from ancient humans.
Oh,
If he
force
wants
it.
to finish the job, he'll have to
Who's
fight
the
it first.
machine?
Our best bet
The
to stop him is
machine
to
or
keep
the
him firmly on
human?
Requiem. Let's hope Lasky didn't skimp on that Pelican.
I don't know.
It's got
I didn't
ammo.
get a degree in writing from a good school, so I probably can't say anything. But
What'd you say to me? Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me have that.
oh, he's fine. Oh, he's fine.
Eddie's. What? I totally interrupted his AI. Where's he going?
Right in the nick of time, Chief. All kinds of wrong, man.
Where you going, Lasky? What you doing? You alright?
Next move, Spartan.
Hmm. Oh, can I drive it? Oh, whatever. Let's do the mission then. They give you so much stuff to look at. Everyone's just hanging out. And I'm taking this out. Wow. I kinda hate the railgun.
Initiating pre-flight diagnostics. Forward autocannon, check. Lateral rail turrets, check. Main thrusters, check. Auxiliary boosters, check. All right. Keying engine.
Oh, this is
Could
just
take a
like,
while before we find another ride home.
oh, it's like a Super
You know that.
Nintendo shoot 'em up game, Gradius or something. yeah.
Didact dead ahead.
How do we get inside those shields?
Marking 2 of the larger facilities on your HUD. They're acting as traffic control for resources moving to and from the satellite. If we disrupt their communications, I can forge an override code and convince it to lower those defenses.
See, this is cool because this area is huge. Look at it.
It's neat.
Oh, hey, it's
Pretty.
a guy.
Oh, he's just there.
I didn't see him like show up at all, but I guess he's here.
Well, it's dead. Oh, I got friends.
Oh, I'm getting smoked. Run away.
I think your chain gun has like maybe better range.
Yeah, it's probably better. Yep. Alright, this time we'll try chain gun.
Christ, dude, just the volley of that.
Contact. Didact dead ahead.
How do we get inside those shields?
He's fine.
Marking 2 of the larger facilities
He's
on
fine.
your HUD. They're acting as traffic control for resources moving to and
I
from
want
the
to see when they
satellite.
spawn in.
If we
I swear I
disrupt
didn't
their
see that guy.
communications, I can forge an override code and convince it to lower those defenses.
Oh, wait. Here. Oh, I see him. Nothing. But we're getting hits. Get out of here. Alright, which one's down? Okay. Deploy landing gear. Gotta get out.
RB.
That's right. I was pushing wide.
Yeah, we're playing GTA.
Same thing.
This tower's directing traffic to the Didact satellite through a carrier.
That'd be an
wave
awesome
Then-
thing to have in
somewhere
GTA.
inside. Of course, if Infinity wasn't on
A,
its way back to Earth,
Pelican?
locating and disabling it would be
Mhm.
trivial.
That'd be pretty
We can
sick.
handle it.
That's hardly the point, is it?
Your next
I
terminal
found
will
the carrier wave
be
generator. It's on the opposite end
on
of this
the
chamber.
the
You can
third
use this gondola
place you
across
get
to
out
the
on.
other side. Find
The
the
final
activation
place.
switch.
I'll let you know. So I remember this one. Halo and gondolas. Gotta love it. Even the Forerunners had gondola technology.
To take a page out of our old playbook, I'm going to tune your shields to emit an EMP at the same frequency as the communication network.
Okay.
All you'll need to do to trigger it is to make physical contact with the carrier wave generator.
Okay.
Here we go. It's been a gondola level on every Halo since I Halo 2.
Taking fire, starboard side.
Or maybe just Halo 2. This feels very Can't wait to play that.
Why are we stopping?
Stopping. To They've overridden the gondola control.
Ears filled with
Light up
steam
the
like
override on the HUD. Cortana, the override.
Here.
Got him. Oh jeez, where did that come from? Where's the frame rate didn't go to 2 when I got an achievement?
That's weird.
Right, just streaming, just maxing out my CPU.
Maybe. Trying to think, so I don't, my frame rate doesn't like drop like that when I do it, but I know I turned some settings off to not notify me of that, because I want to say I might have had that problem before.
Well, you
I
were always
I just turned it off.
you were always saying you messed with your HDR and stuff.
That's why I turned it off. Yep, you're right. Because the achievement notification wasn't also in HDR or whatever, so it'd flip over being like, hey, you got an achievement. Okay, flipping back to HDR now. And I'd be like sailing a boat, fighting a person, and just suddenly pulled the black screen. And that was really annoying, so I made it so that it would not
There he
show
is.
me visual notifications, only audio. Because it seemed to be the Microsoft achievement
the
problem,
lockout
not
has been
Steam.
released, but
Because I got some achievements in Halo 4 where Steam would pop, but I'd get the noise from Xbox. But my frame rate wouldn't drop. Yeah, I forgot that's why I did that. Yeah, you're exactly right. Maybe try that.
It
Since we're
was
playing it in Steam anyways.
what, Xbox settings?
Yeah.
Um,
I can't remember how to do that. Let me look.
Then
I think it was in the
notifications. Yeah, I got it.
yeah. Or it might have just been the Windows G. I just turn shit off like
That
that.
should be it.
So I wanted to have the audio cue that I got something. But yeah, I didn't want to get pulled out to the HDR. That was so annoying to me. Is that out of beta yet? Is it like official?
What, 11?
No, the Xbox thing. Like, because for the longest time it wasn't like
Oh, yeah, that's
an
out.
official thing. Okay. Well, then that's just depressing.
It's just
I like
win.
that definition.
It's not really. It's not really the app's fault. It's Windows' fault.
Fair enough. Okay. I had another issue with a different game. I think it was Star Wars that playing it in HDR and then killing the build messed with like my brightness settings or whatnot, and I'd have to like turn off HDR, turn it back on to get it to like reset. I don't know what was wrong with it. But it was only when I played Star Wars. No, it was Doom. It was Doom. Because Doom didn't have HDR support. And so if it flipped back over to like my desktop or something, it'd be weird. BRB gamers. Did I lose you?
No, I had to blow my nose, and nobody wants to watch that.
BRB gamers. Rain. It's all rain.
I need to get it like set up some hotkeys and stuff for the OBS scenes.
They're not gonna make this easy, are they?
Yeah. Same.
Wait, where'd he go? Aren't you attacking me? Excuse me.
He's like, I just saw my friend disintegrate. Fuck you, dude. I hope this gun's not an infinite though, because that's what that brute gun does. One shot kill.
We've got another squad moving to override the transport controls. Power this crate back up. We're just about to the carrier wave generator.
Yeah. Is there any ammo on this raft? No? Negative?
Too powerful to have ammunition.
Puppy. Hey now. Nope. God damn it. Dedicated to that reload, though.
Aww.
Power this crate back up. We're just about to the carrier wave generator.
Yeah. Ammunition, please. There we go. Wait, no, I hate this pistol. Nothing. Nobody.
Power this crate back up. We're just about to the carrier wave generator.
Just stay on task. Ammunition. Alright.
On the platform. That's the carrier wave generator. Enter the carrier field to trigger the suit's EMP.
Jeez.
On the platform. That's the carrier wave generator. Enter the carrier field to trigger the
I see Chief fell. Dramatically.
2 of those deaths were my fault.
On the platform. That's the carrier wave generator. Enter the carrier field to trigger the suit's EMP.
I know there's another one somewhere. Oh. Yo, dude. Catch. Oh my god! Did I miss?
On the platform. That's the carrier wave generator. Enter the carrier field to trigger the CCMP.
Don't, honestly, you just explode.
God.
On the platform. That's the carrier wave generator.
I can't stand those little things that you just fuck up when you get stuck in a loop like this.
Jesus, man. What's happening?
It's about, I'm just, like, one of these guys has a one-hit kill, so you just gotta, like, not get hit by that, and you're all pretty much good. And so I've walked off twice, died of my own mistake once, and then got one-hit killed the other times.
On the platform. That's the carrier wave generator.
50-50.
Enter the carrier field to trigger the CCMP.
So yeah, see those, whatever that's exploding? Gotta watch out for that.
Ah. I think you should just.
Cool, you just
Oh,
decided
man.
not to shoot.
He's got the.
Oh, there it is. What was that?
It's
This
the
thing.
rocket launcher.
Yeah, dude, he kept doming me with this thing.
It's got like a splash radius as well once you shoot.
Yeah, but he was hitting me in the temple, dude. We're no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Give it a second.
The others scattered like embers over sand.
Oh, no, I don't have the gun for this.
Yeah, this is exactly what I did the first time. Oh my god. Got him.
Go. It's gonna work.
Well done. All communications from this tower have ceased.
He found out about that splash damage.
Yeah, this is cool.
The others scattered like embers over sand. And yet the librarian's champions.
At least my shield's charged.
Well done. All communications from this tower have ceased.
There you go. Very good gun. That's exactly what I did when I played this the other day. I had a shotgun and a rocket launcher, and then butterflies started attacking. I'm like, great, what do I do?
I don't know.
It was so fun.
And it's already such a shit enemy.
At least they don't protect each other, because that would be just the icing on the cake. To make it from just bad to furious. It's amazing. Why is this game so ammo stuck?
It's like they put in all these like they doubled the enemy count at the last hour. It's like testers are saying it's a little bit too easy. Double enemies. That's everyone.
I need to watch the making of this game.
The mantle of responsibility for the galaxy shelters all human, but only the Forerunners are its masters.
Cortana, where's this coming from?
Where's what coming from?
The Didact's voice.
I'm not picking up anything, Chief.
He's there. Keep trying.
Wow. This is fun.
We spent that whole time fighting those butterflies. Now I'm just waiting.
Just impending rage or just absolute boredom. Is this the second place or the first place?
First.
Have you been in the okay. Okay. You looking at the top of that, I was like, Sam, don't find the dumpster, please.
Covenant air traffic's increasing.
That's not where I
If we
parked.
don't disable the other tower quickly, reaching
They
the
give you a new
Didact
car
could
each
become
time.
exponentially more difficult.
There's ammo and stuff on the side there. On the left and right side.
Yeah.
give you, like,
I was
this bit.
I was picking it up when he said it.
Oh, okay, cool. There's like a 2 or 3 second delay on my end.
That'll work.
Boom. It's fine, it'll buff out. Flat cannons, dude. Since it was period here, they did a lot of stuff on like World War II region for like diagonal soldiers and all that stuff.
Hang on, I can't hear you.
Battles.
I had the trigger full down. I was like, I'm not gonna fire. Let me turn you up.
Covenant air traffic's increasing. If we don't disable the other tower quickly, reaching the Didact could become exponentially more difficult.
Just put a random objective in the sky to get me off of the platform.
Just leave!
The Didact shields are weakened, but I'm detecting increased activity inside the satellite. And something tells me that's probably not a good thing.
The Pelican, new Pelican looks dumb though. This looks like the thing from Watchmen.
It's funny.
Why is this laser so shit?
It's just overly designed. They changed a really classic sci-fi design for the sake of changing it. And And then it controls like a Hornet from Halo Reach. All you're doing is going from point A to point B, not carrying any people, or it might as well not be a Pelican. Doesn't look like one, doesn't seem to fly like one.
It's just what Lasky gave us.
I guess beggars can't be choosers. Plus, did Phantoms really just patrol like that? I feel like it'd be like a Phantom surrounded by like a Corvette of like Banshees. But that's me being nitpicking.
I mean, you're right.
Because they were basically troop transport. It was their version of the Pelican.
Because I think they had like no actual competitor to the Pelican at the time. I remember by like the books because like they just glassed everything. So is there DRM on the other side?
I think they have duplicate left and right. I started reading Shadows of Reach, the new book, before Halo Infinite. That takes place immediately after Halo 5. I'm like 50 pages in.
These systems use data attenuators to regulate the flow of communications. Destroying those would drown out the tower's transmissions. The tower's instructions to the Didax
All I know is that I'm on the planet Reach, and John, George, Linda, and Kelly, they have an objective to get something from Halsey's laboratory. Help turn the tides against evil Cortana.
I don't know why they just can't get over the Halsey story.
The tower's attenuator would most likely be housed in a
There's a funny video that somebody like did a compilation of like what Bungie said versus like what 343 did, and in either in the making of or like the developer's commentary for Halo CE, they were talking about like one of the scrap story ideas was Cortana gets like plugged into the Halo ring and she becomes like drunk with power and tries to like take over the universe or whatever. And they're like, yeah, who would do that? Like women gets drunk with power once controlled. It's like, that's not a trope at all. Yeah, that's totally an original storyline. Then Halo 5 happens and you're like, oh my god, they just did that. They did what Bungie threw away as a joke. It's like, yikes. All I could probably surmise is they're gonna go back to wherever her base was and get another fucking like Cortana brain sample or something. Because there's another Cortana, like that's what's in that trailer. So I'm assuming they get something to do that.
Okay, the structure actually contains 3.
Isn't that like the point of this game is to like help bring back Cortana with more Cortana? She's going crazy. Bald move, Cotton. See if oh my god, he's throwing it around like a skip it, dude.
Alright, I got one bullet.
him throwing that plasma, dude. I mean, that was 1990s skip it in action. Nice.
I don't know. I think I just got a checkpoint.
Cortana, are you
And I don't know if I want. Yep. I don't know if I want one.
We shall see.
The dog smacked me down, dude. Alright.
No! Didact?
Oh, I think there are weapons right there. To the right.
Oh, nice, nice.
No! Didact?
Mine. Yes.
That's such a shit gun.
Alright, now all I gotta do is get out of here. Is it the same gun? Alright, this is what we're doing.
At least you made it out of that fucking death trap there. Oh, did your stream die?
I don't think so.
Is it my internet? Nope, it's good. That's good. It just buffered in there. No.
No, give me.
Have you been following any of the craziness in Afghanistan right now?
It's broken. That's all I saw. And America's sending troops, and something else. Yeah, a little bit.
I've just been following some headlines and have the news on in the background. Basically like us exiting Vietnam all over again. Biden might be eating a little bit of crow because he's like, yeah, we're not gonna have diplomats being, rescued from rooftops. Like it'll be fine. We have plenty of time to get everybody out. A lot of, whoever in charge or pundits who are talking saying it's like, it'll take, the Afghan military is fine. It'll take, the Taliban, at least 90 days to break through. They broke through in 90 hours, and people are being rescued from the rooftops of embassies via helicopter.
I don't know why they ever talk. As if anyone's ever predicted what happens in war. Like, the Taliban might be decent this time. Like, no, they're not going to be decent this time.
It's not only that, right? It's just what the actual results and evidence have been saying versus what, the media tells you. It's like, yeah, this is how it's always been now. Like, they've been in control the whole time. We pull out and they just resume control. Like, you can say, oh, this is under control. It's totally fine. And then you leave and it's like, oh yeah, it never really was it? But it's a weird situation. You can't step in forever, but you also don't want them to just completely, like, you want them to have their autonomy, but you also don't want what's happening now to happen. So it's definitely easier said than done. But it seems to be non-violent so far. But the president of Afghanistan, he seceded, and they've taken over completely. They took over Kabul, like last night, my time.
There's never going to be a success story of taking over a country and then getting out in a hurry.
Yep. Nope.
It's like, no, you're committing to like 100 years of control if you're going to overthrow a government. That stuff isn't built in a day or a decade.
It'll be interesting to see kind of what happens if it like follows like, you know, World War I, Lawrence of Arabia style, right? It's like, okay, you guys have control now. Now what? It's all yours. Like, are you gonna keep the electricity going and the water running? Because like you're totally in control now. So this is, you know, what you wanted.
Assuming there's any sort of stability in their infrastructure.
That grenade was like perfect. Just the edge was just clipping you, being like, "Wah." Because that was the big deal in the Middle Eastern Front in World War I. It's like, okay, we've united the Arab nations, the British are out. Now what? And they couldn't agree on how they could control it, and they just splintered and became what they are today. No one wanted to do what was necessary to keep a government and country flowing, literally with water maintenance, electricity, you name it.
You know, and people who just have a complete distrust of like governments in general at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've just been abused by every angle. And you're like, oh, by the way, you should trust what we say. Oh, yeah, really?
Because it's an interesting culture that deals with a lot of pride, and you know, someone has to do the dirty jobs, and no one wants to be like, yeah, sure, we'll do water treatment. That's our clan. That's our group. And it just falls apart. So maybe they've learned over the last, what, 100 years?
And I mean, even if you're willing to do it, it's not exactly an easy job.
Yep.
Or cheap, or even possible in a country that's a large part desert, in the south at least.
And famously known for being anti, you know, technologically advancing and, you know, saying no to certain medical benefits.
It's unfortunate because that's just not what Islam is about.
Yep. Because you see those pictures from what before the Arab Spring, in like the 70s, where, you know, if you looked at the pictures of like Iran or Afghanistan, and it'd just be unrecognizable what it is today.
It was like Saudi Arabia mainly, because that country had so much influence over the region.
The system's overloading. I don't think we'll be having any more trouble from those shields.
You know, and did you know that the United Kingdom formerly took responsibility for the Islamic Revolution of the 70s?
I didn't know they raised their hand and said we did it. No, that's interesting.
In 2012, they admitted to doing it. They admitted to sabotaging an entire country for basically BP.
Well, I hope you guys just said, we're sorry.
That's pretty much what they said.
We're sorry.
I think they admitted that in 2012.
Damn. Yeah, it was crazy seeing some videos of just like helicopters evacuating people from like British embassy rooftops. And I was like, this is just like Saigon and Vietnam all over again. Get everybody out.
Yeah, how'd that work for literally any other country that's been like that?
But I just read headlines. I'm not. Oh my god, nice dodge. I'm not in the know. Oh my god. Are you alive? Nice.
We out of here.
This fucking, like, martyrdom at the end there. Is that your second one?
Yeah.
Cool. The third one is coming up, and when you go to the next place. Let me Google, because I forget exactly where it is.
Do you truly believe these theatrics can prevent my departure? Embrace your sad fate and retain your nobility. I am already beyond you.
He knows what we're trying to do. If we try to get too close to that ship, we're dead.
Oh, this one's kind of annoying to get.
Head for that waypoint.
Is it just on one of these pillars?
No, like, you're gonna go to where it tells you to go, you're gonna go up an elevator, and then you're gonna be in, like, a similar room that you've been fighting in. And there's gonna be, like, tons of little light bridges, and you basically just want to keep going to wherever it forks left over and over. And you'll find it on one of the platforms. And it'll be guarded nearby by a kickball-wielding elite. I just kind of stumbled upon it. I just kept forcing myself left, and I was able to find it.
Yeah, I think I found it on my original run.
And then I was like confirmed. It's like, oh, here's the kickball man. So this is where I go.
You will relent, human, or you will perish. All in life is choice. And your day to choose has come.
Oh, who broke the walkway? Oop.
He's altering the tower.
You think he sucks?
Yeah, so just like keep going left. Because I tried to do this, I was like, well, how do I go left? But if you just keep leaning left, you'll find it, I think. It wasn't like hidden by any means. But I'll BRB. I think it's called me the other day.
Flood cover more of our galaxy with each passing day. They feast on the essence of life itself. The only way to stop their attacks is to remove that life on which they feast.
My life workers have made plans for the reseeding of humanity, and of all life after the Halos are fired.
So you agree the Halos are our only solution?
I do.
And your husband?
My husband has a different opinion of what steps to take against the Flood.
Did it work? Run the simulation. The procedure is a failure. I am still susceptible to Flood infection.
That leaves only the Composer.
It will not work on my new form.
Then you will lead us, as always.
You would submit to such sacrifice.
Didact. If the Composer is our final hope to defeat the Flood, no Promethean would resist.
I have led you, my Prometheans, for thousands of years, and I shall continue to lead you. Rise! Rise and protect the Forerunners! Rise and protect the galaxy!
Well, oh, sick. Coming.
I'm seeing a control facility at the top of the tower. We need to be there yesterday.
No dodge. No, come on! Says me too.
Did you find it?
Yeah, we watched.
Nice.
Ha ha ha.
He got his kickball. Oh. You have kickball friends.
See why I laughed.
Oh my god. Did you get an achievement?
Yeah, it said something to the floor. I didn't see what it was about though.
Let me check. Because I think like making them fall off is an achievement. Check your Steam. Excuse me.
Crap on. Shoot.
Activity. Guess hasn't popped off yet.
Yeah, I can check real quick. Achievements. Most recent, explore the floor. Oh, it'd be too cool to just look at it right there, wouldn't it? It's just in a random order. Trick or force a hunter to fall to its demise on shutdown on heroic or legendary.
It's amazing. Well, you got it. I like that though. You can like accidentally get that stuff. Spin, 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 spin. Oh god. I see, what happened?
What the fuck, dude? Ah, man. Jackals on this level are dumb. Just blast him in the face and I was like, you meant the shield, right? Like, no, I shot him in the head. Yeah, you shot him in the face, but it made the shield impact.
Melees feel very unresponsive in this game. Awesome. I'm basically done for today's tasks. Get it. Oh my god. Nice floor at the bottom there. Not. I was able to get Nightbot working in my chat last night, and it defaults to being like super strict. Mint's girlfriend dropped in my chat, and she's like, "Griff, you stream?" She started like spamming emojis, and Nightbot's like, "Banned." I'm so sorry. It was really funny. Chubb created this like command that's like a magic 8-ball. You can like ask it stuff and it'll do the 8-ball thing. It's pretty cool. It's actually not too difficult to add in Nightbot. You have to link your Twitch to it and then make Nightbot a mod, and then you can start like linking all the really cool stuff to it.
Yeah, I've never looked into it at all. So we'll set that up. We'll set it up for your first stream. That. Come on, Halo 4, give me a break here.
You had to be like, I don't know if it was. Did you kill all the banshees? Not yet. Yeah. Like, 'cause I don't remember how I did this, but I was just like, I just inched my way through with Banshee and then on foot, slowly taking things out. I feel like it's not the appropriate way to play this level, but I feel like there's just so many bad guys.
And they've all got tracking bullets too, dude.
Definitely. If you get too close to the ground guys, they'll like plasma pistol you to death, and your Banshee will fall to the kill wall. Get too far, and the turrets and the Banshees will kill you. But you still have a fresh Banshee just in case.
God, the amount of shots Grunt's taken, the 3-for-3 ones. Like 9 million body shots.
Yeah, they seem very strong.
You can punch them right in the nose, and they're just like, well, oh. You got me.
Oh shit. Wow. From downtown.
Haha. You run backwards all the way home? Alright, do I win the game now? I remember how to do the final boss. All you gotta do is push X.
Press button to win.
Yeah.
They're mine. Now to imprison them.
What are you doing?
I can't resist his Prometheus. Like thunder Halsey imprisoned me.
Not even the same.
Chief,
His ship's online. They're leaving.
I'm sorry. I don't know what.
She's got it.
It's fine, let's put that in my
You
head.
can go across them to get to the Didact ship.
Wait, across them?
Yes.
There are several liches moving in formation towards the Didact ship. We're only going to have one shot at this. Okay, go!
Huh!
See,
Is that what you're supposed to do? Okay, it looked like it wasn't.
that's funny. You just look right at it, it's like,
Cortana, what's happening?
And this is the first cutscene of 2 that I'm like, really? Really?
Oh, that was X-rated. What is this supposed to be?
It's like, what kind of a knife does Chief have that can just pierce
No time.
side of a Covenant ship? But whatever. That aside, now he's in outer space.
As opposed to inner space?
This. He's just going to be exposed. I guess he's within the shield, but it's like,
Yeah, I know
I feel like they just wrote that through just for this cutscene.
Well, they explained how the Covenant shields worked in slip space a little bit in the book, but I don't know if that checks up.
It's just so strange. It's like just an exposed human is just going through slip space. The shields take care of all the...
It probably looks pretty wild.
Right, though? Also, have you noticed over the years how, like, slip space travel in fiction has gone from this is taking, you know, like, weeks to, like, literally instant black hole portal. I step through one side and now I'm on the other.
Then why are they bypassing it?
What? What do you mean?
It's like Halo CE, it's like they go into slip space from Reach and they've been, like, traveling for a while. You know, Chief is coming out of cryo.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's just like you just walk through a portal and now you're just where you need to be at Earth now.
Yeah.
It's just
Maybe-
instant.
Let me into the console.
I mean, they were always going on about how
This is UNSC
Covenant was
Master
faster in
Chief
slip
Reed.
space,
Yes.
so it must not be instant.
We're under attack.
They're after a Forerunner
'Cause that's the same with even like new like Star Wars movies. Like, you know,
I need you to protect that artifact.
New Hope, you know, they're gonna be traveling for a while. Buckle up while we're in Lightspeed. And now you just Lightspeed, turn it on, turn it off, and you're where you need to go.
I don't call it by name anymore.
It seems like across the board, fiction has just made like slip space, light speed, like just this convenient device to just get somewhere faster because it's convenient for the plot.
Mm,
and not an actual like mode of transportation.
I wonder if
That
they
takes
even
time.
thought about that hard.
Probably not. Because even in like 90s TNG, if they go at like warp factor 9, they're like, it'll still take us like 3 hours.
When your signal cut off, I
Doctor, listen to
Which
me.
they always
You
seem
have
to like
issue the order to
reference in
evacuate
that
the
in those type of terms.
The Covenant, they've already taken over the landing bays.
Send me your coordinates. I'll see what I can do about clearing an evac
Just
route
find it
on my way to
interesting.
you.
Never mind.
Don't do what I did.
What'd you do?
Sorry, I just can't stop them.
That.
Do that.
Dr. Tilson, are you there?
They teach you throughout the whole game to jump through those fucking portals. And then they give you one and it kills you.
The Covenant,
Motherfuckers, dude.
taken over the landing bays.
Send me your coordinates. I'll
It's
see what I can do
exactly
about
what I
clearing
did. I was like,
the evac route
ooh,
on my
cool,
way to
portal.
you.
Thanks. Grenades are fine.
If I could get one of these boxes up there,
Ah, that was so fun. I'm so glad you did that.
and I could send my hologram through. He's fine. How you doing, buddy?
Are you
What
totally?
did you see? What did you see?
I've seen the burning lake of lava.
Fires
They
on the shores of
peeled
Orion.
They peeled back my skin and touched it with nails. We know, Sam. I'm on fire. You told us that already. They put locusts inside my penis. We're deeply disappointed that you killed your brother with the nail gun. However, we are very pleased that you used the Necronomicon in a pinch. Poor Trevor.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That's just so surreal. That one, you know, actually like made me kind of pause and stop for a while that day. Thought about it for a little while and watched some videos and stuff. I was like, man, you know, like Robin Williams dying is sad and stuff. But I feel like this one was like really personal. So it was kind of our little comedy group that we've been kind of connecting over for the better part of over
I mean, any
a decade.
any group that any group that I've had on my Zoom gets extra special treatment.
It's not like they were like, oh my god, dude, that was perfect. Because it's not like they were like, you know, some secret group, but it was definitely like, you know, older kids will remember it. You know, young kids now don't know who they are, and it was like our little inside joke that we would just constantly reference, basically daily, in our chat.
To the point
Some
that
form
people
or
didn't
another.
even you wouldn't even be able to tell they were references.
Yeah. That was always fun to go through Reddit threads and people would like comment something from Whitest Kids You Know. You're like, ooh, nice reference.
I know that one.
You do the same. It'll be like one guy's like, dude, Whitest Kids You Know is amazing. You're like, one of us. There's dozens. But yeah, him dying is just, it just sucks. I know the family wants to be pretty private, but I'm sure at some point, once the coroner results come out.
Well, I
they'll
mean,
be
they're
made
gonna announce
known.
the official whatever in like a newspaper, and someone's gonna dig it up.
Yeah. Especially with him, because he was like the only actual like famous one of the group. Which is sad, because him and Sam, they had a new series on Comedy Central that's only had like a couple episodes going. And that was kind of fun to see some new stuff out of them together. And they're working on some like animated movie, which, from what I've read, all of the dialogue from Trevor is complete. So that's gonna like come out at some point, and it's like all the Whitest Kids You Know. It's like their project. So that'll be like his last thing that he does.
Yeah, who was that? Who's that actor that was in like Hunger Games or something? And he died in production, and then they like CG'd in the rest of his.
What can we do to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of.
Yeah,
Like, was one of
I
those
forget
people with
his
like
name.
3 names.
Mm-hmm.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes, I think. Yeah, he died because
Wow.
he was a big man.
Brain.
Because I think he died of a overdose.
I don't know. I didn't really know
He
him
goes into
as an actor before that. We're just like, he died? And I was like, don't know what he is. And then I
He's in a lot of good stuff.
I started looking up the characters he played. I'm like, oh, I guess I do know him.
Like, he's one of those guys where, like, he's in everything, but you don't remember he's in it. And then, like, all of his performances are, like, good. Like, really good. He has a really good, like, section in Patch Adams with Robin Williams. Where he, like, kind of flips his lid at him because Robin Williams' character is basically, like, joking around, not taking medical school not taking medical school seriously and getting better marks than him, who dedicates his entire life to studying, and he's like, this isn't a joke, blah blah blah. It has a really, really good performance in this scene. I didn't know who he was until years later, rewatching the film. I was like, oh, well, that's Philip Seymour Hoffman. I didn't know he was in Patch Adams.
Now, before they collect for another assault, raise the shield.
But it's just surreal. Like, they did a live stream on Twitch until like 10 p.m. California time, and then they found him dead like 2 in the morning the next day or something like that. Like, basically on his way home, they found him in the yard. But all we can do is just speculate until it's made official.
Or more so, try not to speculate.
Oh, that's what I mean, right? Like, you know, we have no information, so there's no point in basically guessing, right? Because all it is speculation. Usually when stuff like this happens, it's either sort of embarrassing to the family, or like extremely gruesome, where they're like, let us like have some peace on this first before we like let you in on the news.
Yeah, because how many
'Cause,
times
like,
do you want to tell a reporter, oh, he had this or that, you know, or I don't know.
Like he had like a coke problem or something, or whatnot, right? And he overdosed in his yard, or it was like a serious accident and he like killed himself by accident, right? Like tripped on something and landed on his head. Usually you only see things if he was like murdered, or like, you know, died peacefully in your sleep and you're a 90-year-old grandma.
Or you were kind of expecting it, you know?
Yep. Yep.
You know, like if someone.
If he was murdered, then it'd be like in the news, like find the guy who killed him.
Right. Because like if someone has like a, what is shooting me? Oh, it's that freaking jackal.
Jackal? Jackal?
It wasn't jackal the first fucking time.
That's like old school Family Guy, right?
It was the, if I watched it, it was, because I watched maybe the first 3 seasons.
I like that period of Family Guy. That's fun. That's just whenever that name pops up, like Jackal, that's all I think of. Fucking Pictionary. It's like, God!
I liked it before they, I don't know, like the characters kind of had like a few evolutions. And I get why you do that with your characters, and especially in like a series like that, so they're interesting. for
Yeah.
a few seasons. People were like, can you believe Stewie used to be a baby, then he was an evil genius, now he's gay? It's like, yeah, because how many times is evil genius baby funny? 3?
Right. It's like he's gonna be Evil Genius Baby for 20 years. Like I was watching it on. I don't think I watched it. No, I didn't. I didn't watch it when it was originally airing on Fox, but I watched when it got picked up on Adult Swim in its first few seasons. Because I remember I'd watch that, and I got the first 3 season DVDs. I remember. And I watched them over and over. So there's just certain episodes I can just like recite from memory just because I've seen them so many times.
I mainly watched them on Adult Swim.
Yep, exactly. It'd be like Futurama, then Family Guy, or vice versa. I forget the schedule. And it was at that period in our age where it's like we're probably a little too young to watch it.
You didn't get all the jokes.
No, definitely not. You know, they'd cuss and they'd have some, you know, promiscuous scenes or overly like sexual, whatever. Like, ooh, I'm 12 and this is titillating. Same with Futurama.
I didn't get into Futurama until I was in college. I kind of didn't get it when I first saw it, and then I just never gave it another chance. And then, because a lot of people like talk about the Futurama movies like they're just the worst thing ever to exist.
Mm-hmm.
But the first thing I ever saw was Bender's Big Score.
Huh. That's
Or
a
the first one I ever watched to completion. Because when we were in the dorm, somebody had their videos file hosted on the network, and that was on there, and I was bored, so I put it on and I was just watching it.
I forget what else I watched.
That's how
back then on.
That was one of the main reasons I started talking to Pubbin, because it was his computer
Really?
that had it on there. He goes, "Who's Sam's Xbox 360?" I'm like, "Me?" And he's like, "Are you watching my Futurama?" Yeah.
Publicly accessible.
He's like, "No, it's cool. I just was wondering." Because that was the whole point. But back there, he's like, "Oh, how do I put my video files?" Because they had the library. Just people would go to the library and just rip DVDs all day.
Yep.
Am I supposed to be? Where am I looking? Oh. Half the time I look out the window in this area, I get shot in the back. Uh-oh. Well, that happens.
Shields up.
Really? That's incredible. Thank you.
Oh. Let me check the next one. If I know where I think it is.
You got me, I'm
Okay,
dead.
there's gonna be an achievement as well that I'll direct you to when we get there. Oh, that would have been cool. No scope. Almost lined it up.
What was going on over there? Why don't the walls stop audio?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a Halo 4 problem or an MCC problem.
I believe either. Get him. I miss when I'm glad the grunts talk again, and 5.
Mm-hmm. Like, grunts don't have to be, like, menacing voice. Because at least in, like, Halo CE and, like, Reach, whenever they made it so you couldn't understand them, they're still grunts. And they're, like, cowardly. Here they have, like, I don't know, they're just weird.
I think nobody read the book that they're supposed to be amazing linguists. And that's why they can speak English perfectly. That was one of their things.
That's funny.
Because I forget which
Yap Yap's great, dude.
I forget which book it was, but one of them follows like this grunt deacon, and he's just like a religious leader, and he's like, yeah, I don't want to fight, so he got and like, oh, what was it? It might have been a short story because he kept getting promoted without wanting to. Because he when he dropped it on the battlefield and he saw an injured elite, and he's like, oh, this is my ticket out of here. I'm just gonna take him back to the ship. And then they promoted him for it and sent him back into battle. He's like, no.
You've read way more than I have of the Halo books, so I don't know if it was like one of those anthologies or not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it's a shorter story. But it kind of goes into a grunt. What are grunts?
That's cool. So I've only read the Nylon books, part of Contact Harvest, part of the first Promethean trilogy, the first one, and now I'm reading Shadows of Reach. I haven't read anything else.
The one with the Spartan 3s is pretty good.
Is that the Ghost of Onyx?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I don't remember who
That's
wrote
the last
that one.
Nylon. And I read The Flood, that wasn't by him, it was by someone else. Because he did Fall of Reach, then someone did The Flood, which is like the narrative version of the game, and then he did First Strike and Ghost of Onyx. I really liked his writing style a lot. He was also like a super consultant for Bungie. He like helped Joe Staten and them like create their like Halo Bible that they would refer to make it everything like accurate lore wise. So he has credits and stuff in the games.
Probably a good choice.
Which is funny when they retconned Fall of Reach anyways, so.
Yeah. I don't like that. Because I was confused. 'Cause I'm like, wait, this isn't supposed to happen.
It's like, I get Bungie's logic. They're like, games come first to us, books are secondary, and if we want to tell a story that contradicts with the books, then we're going to tell our story via the game. It's like, fine, it's your world, but Fall of Reach was cool, dude.
I've never been a huge fan of the it's our story, so we're going to tell it how we want. Like, explanation of, like, changing things. It's like, okay, sure, but, like, why'd you write the other thing?
Yeah. It must be difficult, though, because, like, you kind of paint yourself into, or you put yourself in a box or back yourself in a corner because you have to follow so much lore and shit when your world gets galactic in scale. I'm sure you want to tell some stories.
They have Microsoft breathing down their back, trying to...
Right.
Like, well, you should include this. I'm like, so it didn't really work, but... Oh, no, I grabbed the wrong thing. Hang on, as soon as this gun cools down. Let's get out of here.
I have to do these, like, what do you call it? Risk assessment awareness training from corporate from time to time. And this one's on anti-bribery and anti-corruption awareness. And like they make you sit through this like big like lecture, really well like produced like video or whatever to like get you to learn the material, but then they make you take a quiz on it, and it's just so obvious what the answers are that you can just like skip through it all and still get it perfect on your first run.
Damn it.
Because it's like, which of the following is a violation of anti-bribery and anti-corruption laws? It's like A, offering a foreign official opportunity to tour your facility. C, taking a foreign official to a reasonably priced lunch. D, giving the foreign official a nominal company promotional item like a keychain with our logo on it. Or B, contributing to a foreign political campaign with the expectation of receiving additional business opportunities from the foreign official. It's like, which one's the one that's illegal? Keychain, clearly.
Spartan, are you all right? It sounds like the end of the world out there.
What?
Door controls.
Nice.
Cortana's doing well.
Inside the door over there.
I'm here, you know.
Who said that? Oh. They knew I'd kill him, so they took away control.
Desperately hope you know why this is happening. Because to be honest, my objectivity isn't doing me a whole lot of good right now. Hold on. I'll start us down.
Objectively, you've lived longer than expected for a person in space on a ship like this.
Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
The commander of that ship wants it back.
This is a cool cutscene.
Wants it back? You don't think you can remove... It can't leave the station. You know that, right?
We don't have any choice, Doctor.
It's not a matter of choice. It took 3 months. And the biggest starship the UNSC could throw at it just to relocate it here. Unless you're a lot stronger than you look. It's not going anywhere.
Can you give Cortana access to the station's supply manifest?
What for?
If we can't move the composer, we have to make sure the Didact can't either.
Oh, wait. We have years of work invested here.
Put it on the flash drive.
Inventory lists 7 excavation-grade Havoc mines. Just one of those would turn this base into a piñata.
I'm sorry, Doctor. Keep routing your people to the evac centers. Once we take care of the composer, you won't have much time.
Flash drive.
In the future.
It should be several terabytes.
Make sure the nukes are primed so you can
Think that could contain
detonate them
Cortana?
remotely. Maybe next time you rescue us, you can give us more time to pack.
Yeah, maybe if this cutscene didn't take control away from me, I would have murdered her.
She has a good character model. Like, it's a really realistic grandma face.
Let me back in there. Teach her to talk back to Mr. Chief.
Could you give us time to pack?
No, let me in.
We will be on your way to the terminal and an additional Achievo.
Oh, it's Doom 3.
Got him.
Lucky. Yeah.
Go. Alright, there's gonna be an achievement all the way in the back of this giant room.
Like over the rocks and stuff?
Yeah, like just go straight to the other side of the wall.
If we can reactivate them, I can
There should be like some dudes talking.
Okay, I'll send you the coordinates.
A log entry.
Logs are cool, no Chivo. There's like 2 dudes around like a mantis or something on the wall, like the far wall you're approaching. Yeah, over there. Yeah, on that platform.
Can you try looking up for me? On it.
A little bit of delay, so
Aw, come on. Who's the idiot who inverted the stick?
I think if you listen to him talk, you'll get it to pop.
Yeah, I just found it. Way better. It just doesn't make any sense. This thing's a mech, not a fighter.
Can I help you, Chief?
Got it.
Chips Duvo. He lives. And then the terminal is near where your objective is. Jeez, murderer they call it. Holy fuck. He's just stomping on their dead bodies. Oh, they don't like you.
Let's see if these guys have heard about it. Will you guys chill? You didn't even know him. You didn't even know him.
Didn't even go here. And then the terminal is gonna be the ramp you're on. There's like a hole to the right, off the ramp. Oh god,
A hole to the right off the.
it's like a tunnel.
Ah. Yeah, hopefully they'll calm down after this.
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone's pissed off.
The flood is still too strong. Perhaps if I had greater numbers.
It just would have been cool to play these sections rather than watch videos about it.
Humans, your kind brought the
You could get some the bad guy, and it's not like a black and white problem, etc., etc. Because like this
Instead of just
whole
being
part's
an
so
evil
neat,
entity.
right?
They were to be safe here.
Because like, you know, he's coming from like an objectively
more,
good place,
better
like
than
trying to
before.
save the universe from the flood. But he doesn't like humans.
Have a nobler purpose ahead of
But
them.
they barely touch on it here, where
person after your defeat.
you know,
I have
humans
an army
were
to build from the raw materials
basically
harvested this
equals
day.
to Forerunners, and they were fighting an
The
intergalactic
citizens of this era
war,
were my
and
first
then he
conscripts.
made them cavemen.
And with them,
Like,
the flood.
expand upon that. That's a cool storyline. Like we had already been
Humanity's loss of
at his
biological
level of
form
competence,
will serve
and
as
now
final
we like
payment
worked our way
for
back.
Yeah, I
It
can
is
see
a
that.
kindness they do not deserve.
But it's just a throwaway line in a cutscene.
What
Then
will
it's
be
like,
done?
read the books.
Move the other humans to safety. Ensure the security
They
of the
probably-
index samples.
Maybe, I
They
mean,
must finish what
they were
we
also
have
planning a
to do.
movie around this time, weren't they?
Librarian, where are you going?
Yeah.
Stop my
I don't know
husband's
if that
madness.
was the Neil Blomkamp film Or I know there's like the Spielberg thing that was constantly in and out of production that's now finally being made.
Well, and they were planning more content for Waypoint. That they just canceled.
And they wanted Spartan Ops to be like this huge multi-year thing as well. Like at least I'll give 343 that. Like they had ideas, like a roadmap that they wanted to do.
Yeah, they were.
They just didn't stick the landing here.
Too ambitious for what they were capable of at the time.
Yeah. Give just a second. I'm getting a phone call.
You over it? Oh!
I know how to use it to haul cargo, not shoot Covenant.
The Watch Commander said he was sending someone down who knew how to use the weapons on these things.
What's up, dude?
Nice timing, Chief.
Oh, don't make me use an assault rifle.
All right. This is Doom. You said that.
What?
This is totally Doom. The volumetric spinny lights and stuff.
This section is.
Yeah. I might play that, and I'm trying to think of some things to play in October. Got too many that I want to play because I bought Resident Evil 2 Remake last year and didn't have time to play it, so I've been waiting to play it. So I really want to do that one. But I don't have the amount of time that I did last year. Unless Roy wants to be scarred for life. He's not online yet. I could probably have him in the room.
Just face him towards you.
Yeah.
Take that to your boss.
Like, they just seem more spongy, if that makes sense.
He was scared.
Oh god, dude, he was just coming. Whoa, he like backed out of there quick.
He's like, fuck!
He's like.
I keep getting like audio to my left, and I look over there, and it's just a wall. Please stop doing that.
Those nades. Oh, dude, he just books it out of there.
You're like, fuck this shit.
That's so funny.
I think that's the last of them. Let's go.
Should I be afraid to report wrongdoing? A. Yes. These quizzes are insane.
I mean, the real answer is yes.
Good point, though. Get him. Get him. Assassination. Apparently people are mad that assassinations aren't going to be in the game at launch.
In Infinite?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be mad if they were never in there.
Like, I've never cared for them. Like, it's cool
It's fun in the
to get them every
campaign.
once in a while.
Doesn't make sense in online. It's just silly online.
Just, like, for every time that I was, like, getting an assassination on a person in PvP and it being satisfying, I was frustrated 10 more times because I didn't want to assassinate, but it locked me in the animation.
Right,
I
and
died
then
because of
someone's shooting at you while you're doing it.
it. It's like, I tapped B, I didn't hold B.
Get me out.
I think in H5 you could like just completely disable assassination as an option. What? Oh, okay, cool. They got stuck.
I did. I got out though.
You're not the elite.
What?
But it does makes you wonder. It's like, why can't like something like that from a gameplay mechanic? It's like, why is that going to be added in later? Like,
So you can buy them and unlock them.
probably. It just
It's
seems
free to
weird.
play. Everything's gonna be unlockable.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. That's the worst part about that game for me. Is there's gonna be so much. Because I do not care about unlockables. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about them that makes people go, yes, I want that one, but I just hardly ever have it.
Yeah. I mean, I end up just being like the Mark 5 or the Mark 6. I never change it. I'm a solid color.
It'll be like an update will break your customization. And it'll be like, you have to go reset it. I'm like,
I'm okay.
The fun part was unlocking it. No, I've done that.
Like, I think Halo 3 was a good balance. You got it by getting achievements in the game. Forcing you to play all of it in every, like, sort of permutation. But I get that games have changed now from a business standpoint.
Oh, people want 'em,
everything.
just not me.
I know.
Yeah, definitely. And
Like they've found a way to monetize it.
And it's so normal to younger people.
Yeah. Got him. Eat shotgun.
Strong grunt.
Only a few more left.
Thanks for that mark. I would have never seen him. They got Cortana's dialogue acting like the only reason you haven't killed everyone yet is because you don't feel like it. You better hurry up and kill him. Oh, you think I was just taking my time, Cortana?
Discrimination. Last time I had to take a quiz on the discrimination stuff. It's like, these are all of the corporate rules on discrimination and sexist blah blah blah. And then it's like, if you work in one of our offices in India, please follow this separate list of guidelines. I'm like, oh. Okay. It's like you guys play by different rules.
They aren't
like it's that bad,
quite on board with what you call them, gender equality.
Yeah.
It's a different approach.
Because I think, if I recall, it's like things of like sexist whatever, or like unwanted advancements, and it's like, this is untolerable. It's like, note, people from India, click this link. Like, okay. That's sad.
Yeah, well, Hinduism has its own set of rules. And then India's got a whole bunch of Muslim people, which has its own set of rules. So it's like, man, talk about a country with like a woven patchwork of its cultural norms.
Yeah.
Besides the British, once again, the British trying to decide what is and what isn't allowed in that culture.
What is this? Scenario 2, hostile environment. Sexual harassment. There's another word there. Hey, I know you want to go out with me. Just say yes.
You guys want to get a milkshake? We'll go down to the soda shop.
Down to the soda shop.
You were singing Soda Shop to the tune of Candy Shop by Akon?
50 Cent, man.
Was it 50 Cent? Yeah.
Yeah.
50 cents, you say. 50 Cent.
I said 50 cents. I didn't say 50 cents. I'm not that white.
That's a $50. Long nade, sorry.
Dangerous.
Take another one.
Take again.
Another one. And they just really filled that hallway with people.
God, I hate how, like, a wink has become, like, unwanted, like, unacceptable. Office protocol. Like, it doesn't have to mean it's sexual. Like, holy crap, it's a wink. Sometimes I'm trying to, like, be facetious or, like, lead someone on a joke, and, like, you want someone else in on it, so you wink at them. Doesn't mean fucking coming on to you. It's like, hey, read the air. Trying to give you a non-verbal cue here. And that cue doesn't mean suck my dick.
No emotions. Emotions are a gateway to feelings, John, and feelings are a gateway to emotions.
There it is. Because it's like, this is unacceptable. And it's non-verbal expressions like winking, throwing kisses, or licking lips. And I'm like, the latter two, probably, yeah. Winking, I think, is very context sensitive.
I think he was selling a joke or trying to pick me up. What if you're
zero tolerance?
It might cut down on people who are bad at jokes, though.
That's true. All right, maybe it's worth it then. Bystander effect. Retaliation is prohibited.
Halo 4 recipe, dude. Alright, you've cleared the level, but you made it through too quickly. Here's another dropship. Oh, and another one?
I watched that 2004 Pacers documentary thing, and now all I want to do is like listen to fucking TLC, Destiny's Child. There's something about like watching basketball and be like, I need to listen to like 90s R&B now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of the culture. I remember they used to come out with the like a CD every year. That was like these are the songs of NBA.
Oh, really? That's cool.
It was pretty much all like 90s R&B.
I'll check that out.
Well,
I wanted to see if I can find
one passes rap back then.
Yeah. I want to see if I can find
so many enemies.
I can probably
dude.
find some stuff in yeah, I didn't like this. Like, it's
I've killed so many things.
too many enemies. It might be better in like co-op probably. I've been wanting to find like full regular season plus championship season like DVD or Blu-ray of like the Pacers or the Bulls or something from like late 90s. Something kind of fun to watch. YouTube's got a lot of stuff, but it varies in quality. It'd be nice to get like a...
Yeah. The quality wasn't that crazy when it came out.
Yeah. I think that there's some like on-demand services via the NBA, but they like rip you off hardcore,
Yeah,
like
I think
$10 a game or something.
Yeah, I know like ESPN Classics has a lot of stuff like that. I think it is.
What's that?
It's a channel dedicated to doing what you want to do.
Oh, nice. Because I've Googled like certain playlists and I found like certain teams in most of their like a season or something. So I thought it'd be neat to like, I don't know, for like one season, like you watch like the 1996 Pacers season or something, and you kind of like watch them on the dates that they came out, but in like 2021. That would just be kind of funny. It's not like I can watch live basketball here anyway, so doing something like that on the internet would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing. I want to watch a few F1 races at Austin before I go to the race in October.
That'd be fun. That'd be cool homework.
Because there are a few places where we're going to be allowed to sit, and I want to like kind of pick the best one that's going to have the most drama.
That's a good idea. it is the reporting procedure for India. For complaints related to sexual harassment in India, the complaint may also be made to the local POSH, Prevention of Sexual Harassment Committee. Committees are in place in particular locations to comply with local laws in India. Saying our rules don't apply to you the polite way. This is exactly the same as last year, though.
Where is he?
Where's the warhead? Dr. Tilson.
Head back to the elevator platform. I'll keep trying to raise her.
Did I win?
Who does this in a professional setting?
Will be in one of the cargo
Nadia, who's moved to a new assignment in the Warsaw office in Poland. Steve and Audrey are making fun about Nadia's accent and how she mispronounced the client's name. Now she's humiliated. Like, who does this?
Wow, that sounded really Japanese the way you said that name. I was like, shut up, you're Polish. That's hard to say.
Like, there's a guy that I work with from Warsaw frequently. His name's Piotr. It's spelled Piotr. And, like, that's just hard to pronounce. And what's his last name? Yeah, Krasowski.
That's
And I was trying to, because there's a couple Piotrs in our firm, and so I was trying to talk to my boss about the help I was getting from him. And he's like, "Oh, is that?" He's like, "Which Piotr is that?" I was like, "It's the." He's like, "Is it the difficult one?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, he's a cool guy." I'm like, "Cool." Because it's like you got one vowel and like 9 consonants in your name, dude. Like, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm not making fun of you. It's just it's a hard to pronounce name as a native English speaker.
Only focus on finding me Tilson.
Tilson.
Supervisor managers.
Sandra Kay. Female, 51 years of age. Doctor of Archaeology. Pegasi
80.
Institute. Got her. Biosignature stable on 350 level.
Of course.
B deck.
I could take a quiz anyways.
Thank you, Cortana.
Oh, sweet. Thank fuck that's done.
Where do I go? Can I just leave here? Door won't open. Or is the door open now? Oh. We do a lot of sitting around waiting for unspecified amounts of time in this game.
They've compromised the station's hull.
The Didact's taken the Composer. Get these people to the evac centers.
Taken how?
Tap the flight deck. Find us something that can carry a payload.
Wait. Something's happening.
Need a bit more time to pack?
Can you access the station's defense systems?
They're not responding.
I've just been fighting in a Gundam for the last hour. What have you been doing?
Cortana.
Chief, it's...
It looked like something from Beetlejuice or something. I don't know.
That's graphic.
I think they did that in Pee-wee's Big Adventure as well.
Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm. Anything where like the skin melts off and they're like skulls.
Melt.
Ah!
Good thing he's no longer normal human, but he's been evolved from that cutscene.
She gave me the song data, or song DNA.
Are you okay?
Song
That
DNA.
means something.
I monitored the data pulse. I could hear them. What was left of them?
We need to move.
You're done feeling sorry for yourself then?
These people are gone.
And more will follow if the Didact reaches Earth.
It was more emotional the first time I played it, I'll admit.
Pair you with another AI.
Yep.
Maybe even another Cortana model if Halsey lets them.
That's not going to happen.
It won't be me. You know that, right?
Unless you give me like a flash drive with you on it, we can probably get the gist of you. Without the crazy.
Spinning up a broadsword in Hangar C-11. Whatever the librarian did to you obviously worked.
Cortana. It's not over. Not yet.
Not yet.
It's so funny. I have the cutscene on my main monitor in full screen. Then on my other monitor, I have a slightly delayed version of that cutscene in OBS. And then behind that, a slightly even more delayed version in the window, in like the YouTube dashboard.
Just echoes. I believe you've got one more terminal. It's at the end of this. Or at the beginning of this, I don't remember.
Gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this tonight. It's almost midnight.
You can probably stop it here. We can do one more.
Yeah. Finish the
This
fight.
would be a weird one to stop it. This is kind of a long level.
And if I remember, it's kind of got some BSC difficulty spike moments.
Yeah. Like this whole opening section.
It's Boba Fett mixed with the Borg.
The Borg.
Looks like a big metapod.
Approaching the Didact ship in 200
Can't unsee.
kilometers.
Uses Harden.
Once we get on board, we'll find the bridge.
He's on the move again.
The fighter's shields aren't rated for slip space.
No, but the Didacts are.
Good thing we were just at like cruising speed. Oh, what?
Broadsword.
Okay. Save and quit.
Metapod.
Alright, thanks for watching. It looks like we had one viewer, Griffoline. It's been real.
Yeah, yeah.